Google Antigravity 2.0, multi-agent workflows move closer to production. Explain what Google actually launched for agent-first development at I/O 2026, why Antigravity 2.0 and managed agents matter for real workflows, and how viewers can test the pattern without turning agent demos into production chaos. Google's real I/O message was not just Gemini got better. It was that agent work is becoming a platform. Antigravity 2.0, the CLI, the SDK and managed agents all point in the same direction. Google wants developers to move from prompts and one-off prototypes into coordinated agent workflows that can actually run tasks. Here is what is confirmed. Google launched Antigravity 2.0 as a standalone desktop app for agent interaction. It said the app can orchestrate multiple agents in parallel. It said there are dynamic subagents and scheduled tasks for background automation. It launched Antigravity CLI for terminal users, encouraged Gemini CLI users to migrate, and said the SDK can expose the same agent harness on your own infrastructure. Then it added a crucial bridge: export from AI Studio to Antigravity with project context intact. The business consequence is simple. A lot of teams now understand chat-based AI, but they still do the orchestration work by hand. One tool drafts. Another tool searches. A human copies results between them. Antigravity's promise is to turn that glue work into a system. One agent researches, another writes, another tests, and the workflow can keep running in the background with scheduled tasks and managed execution. That is a real operating model upgrade if it works. The skeptical question is the right one: what breaks first when you go from one agent to many? Usually it is not the model. It is permissions, context quality, unclear handoffs, missing audit trails, or background tasks that keep running after the human forgot about them. That is why the important part of this launch is not just parallel agents. It is whether the surrounding controls, observability, and project handoff features are strong enough for real teams. If you want to test this safely, do not start with an autonomous product launch. Start with one bounded workflow. For example, competitor research, weekly content prep, or QA on a non-production code branch. Assign one agent to gather sources, one to structure output, and one to check against a rubric. Keep data access sandboxed, require human approval before any outward action, and measure one outcome like time saved or error rate. That gives you a signal without creating chaos. Monday morning, the teams that should care first are the ones already doing repeatable digital work with clear handoffs: engineering, operations, research, and internal enablement. They do not need fully autonomous agents. They need better coordination. If Google can make orchestration cheaper and easier than building the glue yourself, Antigravity becomes useful. If not, it stays a flashy control panel. That is the business test. Not included. My judgment is that Google's launch is important because it finally tells a coherent workflow story: build, orchestrate, schedule, export, and govern. But the real winner will not be the company with the flashiest agent demo. It will be the one that makes multi-agent work easy to test, cheap to run, and hard to misuse. Which matters more to you right now: model quality, tool access, or workflow guardrails? Create a polished explainer video in explainer format using whiteboard style. Keep it plain English, practical, and source-backed. Use to-host energy if supported, with a skeptical analyst asking where multi-agent workflows usually fail. Change visuals every 3 to 5 seconds using product cards, simple workflow diagrams, checklist cards, agent role boards, and before/after process maps. Avoid hype visuals and avoid fake realistic scenes of executives or events. Use clearly illustrative UI cards, desktop/terminal motifs, and readable on-screen text only. 1 May 19, 2026 to Gemini 3.5 Flash 3. Antigravity 2.0 4. Managed agents 5. 4 times faster 6. One-click export 7. Dynamic subagents 8. Scheduled tasks 9. CLI migration 10. SDK on your infrastructure 11. Google AI Studio 12. Android 13. Firebase 14. Parallel agent orchestration 15. Early research preview 1. One-page summary 2. Links mentioned 3. Key terms explained 4. Practical examples 5. Watch list and risks not financial advice. Educational analysis only. #AI #Google #agents